Hi, it's Tara Green, and it is October the 20th. I'm redoing the video, of course, because it's Mercury retrograde and Mars retrograde. So I'm going to bring you the tarot card inspiration of the day, and this is called the Page of Inspiration, speaking of inspiration, from the Beautiful Muse Tarot. Now, this is a non-traditional tarot deck with only feminine figures on it as well. The page is also called the Knight in other tarot decks. It is a younger masculine energy as opposed to the kings, okay, which are the older masculine. So inspiration in this deck represents fire. So what inspires us can be a kind of a new beginning in inspiration here. The figure in this deck shows a woman, kind of looks like she's doing yoga. She's bending over. Her hair is flaming out in two different colors here, in bluish purple and red. Hair is always considered to be a very spiritual, connective energy, and that's why holy people traditionally did not cut their hair, because the hair is supposed to be the antenna to spirit. So whether you cut your hair or not, that's another story. In this deck, you can see there's two black cats, and the black cats are like familiars, spirit animals. You know, black is the color of absorption, of the void, of reflection, of openness, very feminine color. It is all colors together. So those two black cats seem to be guarding her. So if you want to be inspired these days, maybe you need to have the sense of these two black cats brought into your meditation. And it's sitting in a very open, rocky, kind of always southwesty or almost Martian landscape with a red earth there. So she's really connecting. There's a beautiful cloud of multicolor inspiration up there. And so this is a good time for you to tune in to what inspires you. I felt it was a really positive energy there yesterday. Venus trine Jupiter, bringing in some very powerful positive energy, and especially because the moon is in Sagittarius today on the 20th, and Sagittarius is ruled by Jupiter. So, you know, when planets make those aspects linger a bit, even if they're past exact. Mercury is also opposite Uranus, and Uranus rules higher consciousness and in a sense, inspiration, even though it's in Taurus. So the moon is in Sagittarius today, squaring Neptune and Pisces. So in the morning, in the wee hours in the morning, if you do get up early, that's usually a very spiritual time to meditate, to pay attention to your dreams, to do some active imagination, to tap into past lives, past memories. That's all very enhanced today. Sagittarius energy is optimistic and positive and brings you a sense of good humor and optimism. So keep breathing that in. That's a good upbeat energy. The moon trines Mars retrograde in Aries, also early in the morning. So again, you may want to jump out of bed, may not feel it on some level because of Mars retrograde making everybody feel quite drained these days. The moon then squares Venus and Virgo. So again, continuing on with those Virgo Neptune energies, and also those planets are all squaring the nodes of the moon. So the north node is in Gemini at around 22 degrees, south node in Sagittarius. The moon will connect that to that south node later today as well. And then the moon sextiles the sun in Libra, not till the evening. That's at 8:38 p.m. Pacific Daylight Time, 11:38 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time, and then the moon moves void of course. So void of course is a very important time. This is when the sun has finished making its major aspect to one of the 7 classical planets. If you seem confused about why is the moon still making aspects, but it's considered to be void of course, that is why. It's a traditional astrological aspect. So the moon is then considered to be kind of free, kind of in between. It's a good time to do mundane things, not to start new things, but to meditate, to tune in, because the moon is kind of free. And the moon does rule our imaginations, our emotional bodies, of course, our moods. So then the moon enters grounded Capricorn, 11:44 p.m. That's only in Pacific Daylight Time, and then the moon will enter Cap on 2:44 on the 21st Eastern Daylight Time, and of course later in Greenwich Mean Time. So then the energy becomes quite grounded for the next 2.5 days, and we're finishing off Libra season, of course, on the 20th and the 21st, as the sun prepares to enter Scorpio at 4 p.m. Pacific Daylight Time, 7 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time on the 22nd. So You might want to finish up some social media things, relationship things, reach out to people while the moon is in Libra. And keep imagining, keep being inspired. Do what cranks you up, do what makes you happy. We need to fight that sense of the depression and the lethargy and the entropy and all of this energy kind of draining down into this big sinkhole right now. So if you want to get in touch with me, I'm at taratarot.com for readings. Please sign up and subscribe to me here on YouTube. Please follow me on my blog at infinitynow.wordpress.com. I'm on Twitter, I'm on Instagram. Many blessings. Keep inspired and share it.